Welcome back to the channel, everyone. It is time for the Smackdown review, and I want to make a quick disclaimer. I know I haven't been saying it since this whole, copper thing has come in, but I want to let everybody know that this review, this channel, my channel, is not for kids under the age of 13, because I want to get that out there, because, yeah. I feel like I need to say that because my channel is not, because I'm not here to entertain kids under the age of 13. So I'll probably start saying that a bit more in the future, so in that way, things won't happen. But anyway, now that I've said that, SmackDown this week was actually pretty good. It was actually pretty enjoyable, and yeah, I know not much happened, and that's the main key thing here, that the IWC, the Internet Wrestling Community, the worst fans, that is the worst fan base, that's the one thing they like to criticize, that there's not much going on, like not much storyline progression or anything like that. But you don't need to progress storylines each week. So I thought this was a fine show. I thought it was pretty good. We started off with Roman Reigns cutting a promo about how it's Thanksgiving. Well, we Australians don't follow Thanksgiving. And then he praises Team SmackDown, and then he calls out the dummy, Baron Corbin, the dummy of the team, Baron Corbin, King Corbin, and King Corbin, did his usual spiel that he's a king, and, he ate turkey, like I care, I don't give a shit what kind of turkey you ate, I could eat chicken, I could have eaten chicken for dinner, and would anybody care? No. No one cares what you ate on Thanksgiving. And that was the key thing about this episode. Some of the things I didn't like is that they like to fire a few shots about Thanksgiving, like Mandy Rose did in her promo on Nikki Cross. But anyway, and then Baron Corbin said that that Roman Reigns should take on Robert Roode. And then out came Dolph Ziggler with Robert Roode, and King Corbin was at ringside. So we had a match of Roman Reigns taking on Robert Roode. And boy, oh boy, I sure as hell hope that this match is so unpredictable. Gee, I so hope that Robert Roode could actually pull out a huge upset here. Of course not. It's a Roman Reigns match. Look, don't get me wrong. I don't have much disdain for Roman Reigns as I used to. But since he announced the leukemia situation, I've bitten my tongue on Roman Reigns. Because if you guys used to watch me, like around 2016, 2017, even a bit of 2018 before he announced his leukemia, I was pretty hard on Roman. I was really hard on Roman. But ever since the leukemia, I've bitten my tongue and I have not said much about Roman. It's Roman. It's a Roman match. I mean, what can I say? It's a Roman match. Of course, Roman is going to win. Sure, it's been a long time. Sure, Roman lost to King Corbin a couple of weeks ago because of Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler. But still, it's a Roman Reigns match. And yes, I think Roman Reigns has had a pretty weird booking in 2019. But overall, it's a Roman Reigns match. I can't say much about it. It's a Roman Reigns match. Sure, Roman Reigns can put on some good matches with people, but to me, this whole situation with Robert Roode, I want Robert Roode to look good. I want Robert Roode as a singles competitor. I want him away from Dolph Ziggler. I am tired of Robert Roode being treated as an afterthought, or someone's, I don't like him as a tag team wrestler. He's not a tag team wrestler. He is a singles performer. He would make a great Intercontinental Champion. He would make a perfect Intercontinental Champion. If you don't want him in the main event, that's fine. You can always make him a multi-time Intercontinental Champion. He would make a great Intercontinental Champion. I get it, he's old, he's in his 40s, and maybe he doesn't want that type of push anymore. But I still think Robert Roode is still so good for his age. He's still so good. Why not give him that opportunity? I would love to see Robert Roode feud with Shinsuke Nakamura. Sure, it's heel versus heel. Turn one face. I would like to see Shinsuke Nakamura return as a face. But, again, I have to say it. This is a Roman Reigns match. He was never going to lose this from the beginning. It's the only damaging thing I don't like about it. Is that it's a Roman Reigns match. Robert Roode had Baron Corbin's scepter, and as soon as I saw that, I knew that was going to fail. I mean, I called a lot of things in this match. Saw the scepter come in, I knew that was going to fail. Superman punch to Snorbin, the dummy, and then spear to Robert Roode, and that was it. Robert Roode loses. And then Corbin and Ziggler jumped on Roman, which failed. And then Corbin tried to jump on Roman, which that also failed. Robert Roode came back, and he used the scepter on Roman a couple of times, and then he grabbed the chair, he set the chair down on its legs, he put Roman's head on the chair, on the middle part of the chair, and then he screams out about Roman Reigns' family. And you know Roman Reigns, whenever you mention Roman Reigns' family, he goes off his high horse. And as soon as I heard Robert Roode mention about Roman's kids, I was like, well, this is not going to end well for poor old Robert. And it didn't. Roman Reigns delivered the Superman punch, and he annihilated Robert Roode, speared him through the barricade, and dumped a table on top of him. Now, I'm not going to say the magic B word. I'm not going to say the magical B word that everybody loves to use in professional wrestling, but I don't think Robert Roode is the B word. B-U-R-I-E-D. I don't think he is. Nor would he. That B word is thrown around so many times, it pisses me off. You're only the B word if you're EC3 and Eric Young. That's the B word. Someone who never gets TV time and they never wrestle at all. That's the B word. B-U-R-I-E-D. That's EC3 and that's Eric Young. That's the best example of it. Someone who's on TV every week is not the B word. So I don't think Robert Roode is the B word. So next we had Mustafa Ali taking on Drew Gulak. Why did this match come about? Because Drew Gulak made a PowerPoint presentation of Mustafa Ali on Twitter. That's why. That's the reason why this match is happening. Really? Twitter is the best example of why you're going to give someone a match. Again, I'll be reiterating this again. Me saying these words, I'm going to be saying that again when we get to the Nikki Cross Sonya Deville match. But really, you're gonna book a match because they say something on Twitter. Sure, Twitter's the social media platform and everything, but really, do we need a match because someone insulted someone on bloody Twitter? Mustafa Ali got the win here with the 450 splash. I missed the reverse 450 splash. I guess they got rid of that one. I have noticed he's not doing the reverse 450 anymore, the 054. which is really a shame because I loved the reversed 450. It was beautiful. So Mustafa Ali beats Drew Gulak. Next we had Sasha Banks and Bayley addressing the SmackDown Women's Division. And Sasha was belittling her entire team. And I agree with Sasha. She didn't pick her team. Well, Charlotte, neither did Charlotte. Well, Sasha, neither did Charlotte. I believe I just said Charlotte. Whatever. I'll hear about it. Well, Sasha, neither did Charlotte. Charlotte had no say on who she was going to have on her team. She had the freaking Kabuki Warriors, which are good wrestlers. She had freaking Sarah Logan. She probably would have picked Billie Kay or Peyton Royce. And she had Natalya. Yeah, Charlotte didn't pick her team either, Sasha. You're not alone. Dana and Carmella qualified for theirs. And Lacey Evans and Nikki Cross were just put in. Rhea Ripley picked her entire team. So no wonder why NXT won. Because Rhea Ripley picked her entire team. Raw and SmackDown's captains didn't get to pick their teammates. Now, when this segment was happening, I was thinking, you know what? I could see Alexa Bliss returning during this segment because I could see her, coming out in this segment. That was my personal guess. So Sasha was belittling everybody, like Carmella, saying that Bella is not money, Mella is messy, and she's broke, saying that Dana Brooke can't flex her way out of a wet paper bag, which I thought that was funny, and Bayley, and she mentioned Nikki Cross. Can't remember what she said about Nikki Cross. But then Bayley mentioned Lacey Evans. And then out came Lacey Evans. And I was like, ooh, okay, Lacey Evans. This is going to be interesting. And then Lacey Evans. Crowd starts chanting for Lacey Evans. Lacey Evans calls Sasha and Bayley nasties. And then Lacey pokes fun at Bayley for tapping out. She starts tapping on the title. Sasha gets in Lacey's face. And then Lacey Evans delivers a nasty woman's rights to the Standard, the Blueprint, the Landlord. Honestly, what the hell does that even mean? I mean, I saw Sasha tweet that, saying she's now the Landlord. What the hell does the Landlord even mean? Oh, I guess I should Google it then. But whatever. Lacey Evans flattens Sasha with a brutal woman's right. And you see Bayley. Bayley just stands there. Bayley just stands there. She doesn't even, attack Lacey. She doesn't, drop the title to throw a punch back at Lacey Evans for knocking out Sasha. Bayley just stands there and lets Lacey punch Sasha in the face and lets her leave. She lets Lacey leave, and you see Sasha, Sasha laid out, and Bayley just has that look of, disgust on her face. This right here, ladies and gentlemen, is WWE planting the seeds for that eventual Sasha Banks face turn. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Sasha Banks is going to be turning face very, very soon. Next year. That's my prediction. 2020 is going to be the year Sasha Banks is going to go back as a babyface. And Bayley is going to turn on her. I said it from the beginning. As soon as these two got back together, I said it from the very beginning. When Bayley full-on turned heel, and when Sasha was magically back with Bayley, I instantly thought thought about it, and I was like, yeah, Bayley's gonna turn on Sasha because there's no reason to turn Bayley face because you just turned her heel. You just turned her heel, so there's no reason to have Sasha turn on Bayley. So I knew it was going to be the opposite. Bayley was going to turn on Sasha, and it's going to lead a match between them at WrestleMania. Question is, do they have Sasha Banks win the Royal Rumble? Knowing this company, they probably will give it to that snoozing loser from UFC, Ronda Rousey. Knowing WWE, they'll probably give it to Ronda instead of giving it to the deserving one, Sasha. But yeah, Bayley just stands there and lets Lacey just punch Sasha in the face. We're probably most likely going to be getting a match between Lacey Evans and Sasha, and Lacey Evans is most likely going to go over and beat Sasha. Which I wouldn't mind because I think Lacey would probably need that nice little rub from a big talent like Sasha. And yeah, I know Sasha definitely deserves, more of a push and deserves to be the top champion and all, but it is what it is. So we're most likely we could be getting Lacey Evans and Bayley at TLC. So next we had Nikki Cross versus Sonya Deville. Again, another match that was made through Twitter because Mandy and Sonya were belittling bite your tongue, Nikki Cross. And this led to a match. Again, another Twitter match. Another match made from Twitter. Really. So then, before the match begins, Mandy Rose belittles Nikki Cross's looks. Really? We are going back to the same thing. This is what happened the last time they feud. When Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross were tag team champions. They're going right back to the same thing. Mandy making fun of Nikki Cross's looks. I mean, I love Mandy Rose, but come on. Is this the best you can do? Really? I know Mandy's hot and all, but goddamn, does she have to insult someone? I get it. She's a heel. She's supposed to do that. But really, we saw this already. This is my only complaint. Nikki Cross won the match, obviously, because she wasn't going to lose. And Alexa Bliss came out. Alexa Bliss returned. Sure, I'm happy to see Alexa Bliss. Don't get me wrong, I'm happy to see Alexa back. But my main issue is that we are going back to the same feud we saw in September of Night of Clash of Champions. These two feuded at Clash of Champions. So we're going right back to the same feud we had literally a few months ago. I'm glad that Alexa's still a babyface, and so she should. But honestly, I feel like this is really, really dumb. That we're going back to the same feud we've already seen already, but now it's minus the tag team titles. We all know Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross, especially Alexa Bliss, she ain't going to be putting anybody over in this situation. She'll be definitely making a triumphant return and getting a big win. I mean, I love Alexa. I love Mandy. Sonya is growing on me. Nikki, I'm not really big on, but I guess I'll say I like all these women, but again, I'm just not. It's just the same thing. This is probably my only complaint overall on a good show. It was great to see Alexa return. Lacey Evans has now seemed to be turning face. So that's my only complaint I can give you guys. So next we had the New Day. Issue an open challenge, and out came Shinsuke Nakamura and Cesaro. And please don't put me on WWE Creative because I came up with the worst tag team name possible for Shinsuke Nakamura and Cesaro. Shinzaro. Please don't put me on WWE Creative. Please. I would much rather not be on WWE Creative because I come up with the worst tag team names possible. This was an okay tag team match. It was very predictable. New Day were never going to lose this, and throughout the night, we've had Daniel Bryan and the Firefly Funhouse, Bray Wyatt just playing mind games with Daniel Bryan, and also the new face. I want to say this right now, and this is the thing I cannot stand about WWE. WWE, they like to tease you, they like to taunt you by putting like some kind of cryptic title, like, oh, there's going to be a new face appearing in the Firefly Funhouse. A lot of people were so excited for this because they were expecting someone like Liv Morgan to be appearing in the Firefly Funhouse. I was thinking it could have been Luke Harper. But I also had Liv Morgan in the back of my mind as well. But no, the new face is apparently a new Universal title. That's the new face. It's a Bray Wyatt fiendish face. It's the Fiend's face on the Universal Championship. That's the new face of the Firefly Funhouse. What? You hype us up for a segment for that? I guess that's another little minor complaint that I have overall on a enjoyable show. I just thought that was a bit very, very weird. But yeah, this was the final segment, Daniel Bryan and The Fiend with Bray Wyatt. And Bray Wyatt wanted to play with Daniel Bryan once again. So, sorry about that, I got called out. I'll eat my dinner once this is over. But yeah, Bray Wyatt wanted to play with Daniel Bryan again. And Daniel Bryan has seemingly resurrected the Yes movement. He is now going back to the Yes Daniel Bryan. And the new Daniel Bryan is dead. So it seems like the planet's champion is being buried in the soil. Oh, I just said the B word. And then the ending was a very bizarre one. We had the Fiend appear from underneath the ring, and he dragged Daniel Bryan down into the depths of hell. And the next thing we see the Fiend pulling out Daniel Bryan's hair. And I thought that was a bit weird. But you know, I'm going to be honest with you guys. You know about Liv Morgan? I will admit to you, I actually am very disappointed that Liv Morgan was not on the Firefly Funhouse. Because do you want to know what I actually wanted to see? I would have been okay with a mixed tag match of The Fiend, Liv Morgan, Daniel Bryan, and Brie Bella. I think that would have been interesting. Liv Morgan could have brought up the past, where she got kicked in the face. I thought that could have been very interesting. I thought a mixed tag could have been a very interesting dynamic for The Fiend and Daniel Bryan. I don't know. I just thought that was an interesting idea. You guys let me know down below. Would you be okay with that? If you were to see a mixed tag team match. But I just thought that was a cool idea that I thought would have been interesting. But either way, that was pretty much a SmackDown. The show ended with The Fiend pulling out Daniel Bryan's hair. That's how the show ended. Anyway, guys, that is how the show ended. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hit that thumbs up if you guys did enjoy the video. Comment your opinions down below. And I will see you all next time. See you all next time.